All right, all right, all right. Welcome to another episode of Something for the Culture. We starting a little late tonight, but it's all right. It's a Friday night. Shit happens. It is what it is. Tonight we got a special guest. We got none other than Hot Girl coming off the damn West Coast. What's going on, girl?
Hey there, how are you today?
Doing well. How you doing? Yourself
I'm
out there?
blessed. I'm blessed. Chilling. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
I know that's right. So since tonight is Friday night, y'all. All right, and everybody out either partying or like I said, in the spirit of Good Fridays, because the work week is over. We going to be sipping tonight on this little interview, okay? Cheers. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this interview. Hot girl, go ahead and tell us who you are, where you come from, and how you got started.
My name Hot Girl. I come from Los Angeles, California, like right in South Central Los Angeles. So I was raised with the hard necks, the hard heads, and the ones that don't. You already know it is LA, it is California. So me growing up, I've always been into music. I wasn't the person that woke up one day saying, "Okay, I want to do music today." I was
Mm-hmm.
doing music before I even knew that that's what I actually was doing.
Right,
So it's like as of in preschool, elementary school, I'm remaking people's songs, but I was doing that just for me.
right.
But my favorite subject was always synonyms and antonyms, writing poems. So that's why I say I wasn't a person that just woke up thinking about like, oh, I want to do music today. No, it's just something that's always been in me. So I've really been doing music since I was born.
Okay, cool. So, who inspired you? Who would you say was your most inspirational artist that you looked up to?
Well, I've always been a female. I always been a female with female empowerment in me.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the artists that inspired me was female artists. Growing up, being a little girl with bigger sisters, I always have listened to like Yo Yo, MC Light, Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill. Those that that's like our oldies to us.
Right.
So, but down the line, I've also who inspired me, Lil Kim, Trina, even with the new artists, Megan Thee Stallions and Cardi B's and everybody. So it's like I've been inspired by artists, even with R&B artists. But as far as rap artists, those are some of the ones that I grew up off of. I listen to male artists too, but my inspirations came from a lot of the female artists by me always being a part of women empowerment. I love women that is turning up and doing something for themselves.
I know that's right. Funny you mentioned Yo-Yo. I seen a picture with you. Well, I seen quite a few pictures with you and Yo-Yo. Could you explain to us the relationship which you and Yo-Yo have?
Well, California is a small place, and Yo Yo is really, she is a legend. She's a West Coast female artist that really is a legend, but at the same time, she supports her community and she
Mm-hmm.
supports her people. And as an independent artist, she gives support.
Right.
And so, that's basically the relationship. California is small, so we might have been in a few places at the same time, a few times, But California is small, as far as my industry wise, I would say as far as the industry, I would say she is a wonderful supporter of not only me but other people that I've seen from me being a kid on growing up that I've seen her to support. So that's the relationship. Her as being a supporter, a woman of empowerment, a
Mm-hmm.
legend of hip hop, and somebody that's a mentor to put people brain where it should be and need to be, and to let them know what they got to do or need to do to get themselves where they need to be if that's where they need to be there.
Right. So let me ask you this. Being that we are in the age of technology, social media, nowadays it really don't take much for you to grow your platform due to social media. How do you feel it has affected you as an artist?
With COVID,
No, social media.
social media.
Mhm.
Um, well, social media. I love social media because I look at social media as a way for people to connect and
Mhm.
to network. I do look at social media as a form of that. And actually, at this time of what's going on, we have to actually thank social media for being around, because at the same time, if social media wasn't there, it's a lot of things that still would not be going on now because of there being no social media. So
Right.
I can definitely say social media affects me in a good way.
Mhm.
The way that I would say that social media can affect people in other ways is because I feel like the best networking is always hands-on networking. I like to get out. I like to meet people. I like to, get the feel of a person and
Right.
know the person as what they are and how they are. But so with social media, you really don't do as much as that because it's more of you hitting likes and comments versus
Right.
actually being able to talk to a person and know where they brain really at.
Right. Right. So let me ask you this, because we've been in quarantine for quite a while. What
Mhm.
did you do with your time during quarantine?
Microphone, music, studio.
Okay.
It's quarantine caused me to put a whole studio here
I know that's right.
just because I love my music and nothing not gonna make me stop from doing my music. But at the same time, I'm not trying to die doing
Right.
music. I'm not trying to go up in no studio or somebody else that came up in there 20 minutes before or 2 days before COVID, and next thing you know, I didn't touch something that they touched. Yeah, I can say, some people, everybody can be clean, but at the same time, everybody is not the same clean.
Right. How would you describe the music that you make?
I would describe the music that I make as um, music that people can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, I would describe the music that I make as far as I like to when I'm making music, I like to be telling a story about something. I like
Right.
to be I like it to all collab and say, get together with each other and be what it's supposed to be. I like to be able to tell a person. I want to be able to tell somebody something. I don't
Right.
want to just go from. So I can say the music that I make, I would say I make music that people can relate to,
Okay.
which is
Uh,
always, I know everybody can say that because I know it's always any music, there's somebody in the world,
mm,
that can relate to it. But I can say the music that I make is music that people can relate to and that is different from what actually people is hearing in a lot of the songs that is coming out nowadays.
okay. What would you say was the best professional advice given to you?
The best professional advice given to me would
Hmm.
have been know what you're doing, surround yourself with people that, wait, one of the best, okay, because I'm the type of person that I'm gonna try to figure everything out. I'm gonna try to figure it out. I'm gonna try to figure it out. But and I'm everybody like how I write. I write my own music, so they be liking what I be talking about.
Hmm.
So one of the best things that I've heard, which was something that I was doing, but I kind of had slacked up being, especially with quarantine time and not wanting to be around a lot of people, was
Hmm.
surround yourself with other writers.
Mm.
That was one of that was one of the most amazing things that, like, it's a lot of things that I can figure out.
Hmm.
But at first, when I heard that, surround yourself with other writers, I would be thinking like, okay, well, is my writing not good enough, or what's wrong with my writing? No, surround yourself with other writers. That way, somebody can speak and say something that can put an idea in your head, and you be done wrote a whole song, a whole something about it, And I didn't realize that at first, because first people used to be like, what you think about, like they'll say certain things and I used to be like, oh no, I'm not using nothing that you're talking about because I didn't say that. I didn't say
Right.
that. But it's not the fact of what somebody said. Is you can use what somebody say, but make your own definition,
Right.
you know. So that was that's one of the things that was said to me that I promised, like that I really appreciate. Nobody had ever told me that. Nobody had ever told me that. And so by me being a person that try to figure everything out, and I ask questions for people to help me with, if I don't know something, I don't mind asking a question. Like, do you know how this is done or something? So I don't mind asking a question. But when that was told to me, it was like, okay, at first I didn't understand it. And then, but I always, if somebody tell me something, I take everything somebody tell me into consideration.
Right.
And because I like constructive criticism. I'm that type of person. I like constructive criticism because I don't have a lot of people that tell me when I'm doing something wrong. I have a
Right.
lot of people that tell me when I'm doing something right, but not when I'm doing something wrong. So I love when somebody tells me something that I, at the end of the day, can realize that this is why I told you this. This is what, the why it was said to me. So
That's actually strong, sound advice. I like that. That- Um, can you tell us about your experience as an African American woman, darker skin? And the reason why I say this question to you is because I have noticed that, a lot of our sisters say, oh, well, you got to be a shade lighter to get anywhere in the industry, or you got to look like this, or this and that. What is your experience as being a darker skinned woman?
I can say this: I'm a darker skinned woman. I'm handicapped. I done been shot in my spinal cord, and I ain't got no problem with getting in nowhere, doing nothing. If I can get up and do it, I know they can too. That's just an excuse.
Okay, now, so let me ask you this. Since you said that, your tragic story, what actually happened to
I
you?
got shot. I got shot in my spinal cord.
Oh, wow.
That's
Wow.
why I say it's a lot of things that I can relate to, with a lot of things that go on. I got shot in my spinal cord. The doctors told me that I would never walk. I would never, I would never walk. I would never drive. I would never do nothing that got to do with my legs. I get on horses. And watch them video. I'm twerking.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Slithering Snakes video. It'll be released in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll be dancing. Like you see, you just say I can get up and go walk and do what I gotta do.
Yep.
I got stairs, upstairs, downstairs in my house. So I'm the doctors is a lie. God has the end to say so of everything.
I know that's right. You better go ahead and teach the damn kids now. So let me ask you this. What kind of advice would you give to someone that's trying to come in to the industry?
Don't if that's where your heart is if that's what you really want to do, not something that you just trying to do, but something that you really have in your heart to do, that this is what you're doing. Don't let nobody tell you that there's something that you can't do. If it's a skill that you have that have you feeling that way, you keep up with whatever that skill is. Rather, you gotta move it up, learn something, do something, whatever it is. Don't let nobody tell you that, oh, you can't do something, because God got the last say so of that. I've been blessed. Everything that happens is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. If we knew what was gonna happen tomorrow, then you know we wouldn't even worry about tomorrow. We can say
Right.
we're not worried about tomorrow, but we really don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So, don't let nobody tell you it's something that you can't do. These doctors told me I would never walk. I'm walking. I ride horses. I drive cars. I swim. I even put on some skates just to see if I could,
I know
you
that's
know.
right.
So don't never let nobody tell you, keep your head up, do what you do, and turn up.
I know that's right. So we got a first question for you. Yusef White, shout out to him. He said that the person that shot you, were they ever brought to justice?
No, not no. It's not often. It's not often that somebody is caught, but so I really, nope, they was never brought to justice. It was
Mm-hmm.
a crazy situation. I didn't even really know. I didn't even know I was shot.
Mm.
I was still standing there, like really shot in my spinal cord, internally bleeding, and did not know. And it was on my birthday.
Wow. So let me ask you this too. Given that you had that horrific experience, is that like, do you use that journey as the drive in your songs and your whole journey through this industry?
Actually, I do because I let's say, okay, I was in music already, and then
Hmm.
I was shot. So when I was shot, it was like, okay, I'm not what I would not do music no more for a long time. It took a few people after like a long time to get me to even be like they wanted me to write for people. I was just like I didn't want to do music at all. So it took a long time, but then one day I ended up just was chilling and ended up getting on some music. But yeah, it did. It definitely took me away from music for a long time, and then I basically, when I finally did get back into music, I was like, okay, um, I was already now I'm already here, so it's like it's no turning back. Once I recorded that first song, it was like, okay, I'm not even. I'm good. I'm good. I bet you I'm gonna make it work. So that's why I do take it with my journey because it's like, okay, I was already into music. I let what happened to me stop me, and
Hmm.
so now I'm like, you know what? The doctors told me I couldn't walk. Can't nobody tell me I can't do nothing. That's why I stay content. I make it my business to do everything with my legs that anybody else can do. I make it my business to make sure I can.
I know that's right, and God bless you, Queen. God bless you.
Thank
Um,
you.
Let me ask you this because I also seen another. Well, I seen a few pictures of you with Apple Watts. What's the relationship between you and Apple Watts?
That's
Oh, oh, did we lose her?
Am I? Can you see me?
Oh, there you go. You froze for a sec.
Okay, I'm like, am I here? Um, that's my sis. I love her to death. Like I said, L.A., California is a small place,
Hmm.
and you know, she's a great supporter. And if you know her as a woman, she's a real woman. People see one side of her, but if they don't know, she's a real one. I love her to death. And yeah, I love her. That's my sister. I wouldn't go against her, because she she she's a sweetheart, and you
Loyal.
have to know to love her.
She seems like she has a good heart. From what I've seen of her, she seems like she has a very good heart. So how is she? How supportive is she of your music career? Have you guys talked about doing maybe a collab or?
Well, no, I really, basically, really, I just really started doing collabs because I didn't know how comfortable I wanted to make sure I knew what I'm doing before I got into collabs. So, and when we're together, we don't even really discuss what's going on in the TVs and the music and everything. We really just be together on, having us a good time, not worried about um, so really, no, we haven't discussed nothing. We haven't discussed any of those type of things. She is a supporter. She always come and support me at my shows. Well, we haven't had any shows because Hollywood been shut down for a little time now. Since what, March? They
Mm-hmm.
opened up some stuff, but not the clubs. So
Okay.
so it's like, yeah, but as far as like when we go out to have a good time. We don't be out on no or what just happened on Love and Hip Hop, or
Right.
we discuss like our the music, my music is going good, or or if she's at my shows, she knows that we know what's going on, but we don't try. I try to. I don't want to be knowing, what's that don't be my business. What be going on in other worlds like that? I just, I be one way because I that just don't be what it be about. We be out more looking forward to having a good time. Sometimes these shows be stressing people out,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it. You never know what nobody goes through in their head. So when I go out with people or anything, I like to just go have a good time, not put your brain like you at work right now.
And that was I was getting ready to ask you, that was my next question to you. How do you cope with just you being in Hollywood and working and the shows and just everything? How do you cope?
Oh, I be just fine. I be loving it. I have fun doing it. Like me, I've always been to the clubs.
Hmm.
So it's just a different world where when you going to the clubs and you performing versus just going to turn up.
Right.
It
Okay.
it all fits in with the same with each other, but
Right.
so much as so. But I have a good time when you go to the clubs in, like, of course, in Hollywood. You gonna have a good time.
Right.
So it's like, as far as right now, with it not being no clubs open, it's
Hmm.
just like, okay, well, that's more time for me to work
Yeah. Very
for
true.
when everything do open back up. But besides that, it's like, okay, I just basically go with the flow of what's going on right now, because it's so much going on right now. We don't know what's going on tomorrow.
Right. Now, I'm glad you mentioned that because, being that this year, 2020, has been one hell of a damn year. We done went through
We need a
pandemics.
redo.
You absolutely right. We need something. um, what is your opinion? Basically, just with everything that's going on with the rioting and our people being gunned down, and what do you feel?
Well, I mean, with the rioting, okay, with the rioting, I guess we hadn't had that since who, like, Martin Luther King. I mean, not Martin Luther King, Rodney King.
Hmm.
But in different states, I'm talking about in California.
Right.
Um, but so it's like, well, that's what I think. It's missing Rodney King, I think. But
Hmm.
as far as with the killing, with that the police been killing and shooting people in California. In LA, the police been doing this. This ain't nothing new. This is something they do on an everyday basis. So it's
Hmm.
like, my opinions of it is like, okay, I'm glad everybody is now starting to speak on it, and they got the body cams and all these phone cameras that can really pick this stuff up, and people is actually videoing this stuff now.
Hmm.
But as far as what growing up in South Central LA and the things that you've seen growing up in South Central, it's like, it's okay. This really not nothing new as far as the killing goes, because it's been going on. The police been killing us. We've been killing each other. It's just
Hmm.
been, it's been the same old thing going all the way around. So that's why I say everybody's saying Black Lives Matter. So then they need to stick with what they're saying and make something happen upon the Black Lives Matter. Not just one day saying Black Lives Matter and then tomorrow going back to killing each other. If we gonna do something, let's do it right. And that's how I think it should be.
Oh, okay, look, that's a cheers to that one. That whole cheers, honey. Because you are absolutely right. I mean, if we're gonna do something, let's do it and keep it consistent.
Because you
Um.
had so many people, they was running up in stores and all that, because they can.
Hmm.
You had some that didn't even care about who got killed, when they got killed, didn't even know when the person got killed or nothing, didn't know their name, no nothing, but they talking about they out protesting.
Right.
Like,
Right.
it's like, okay, so it's like you got people that's really going to do stuff just because they can. The ones that was really out there on the protest stuff, like, we finna keep our neck on all of the law. We finna keep
Right.
it on the government. We want answers. We want to see something done. You know, I give them they major props. But just going to run up in the store just because you ain't got no money, that don't even what you win. Okay, yeah, you
Right.
went and got that 4,500 off of a purse or something, but now what you gonna do next?
Right.
Now, are you still gonna say Black Lives Matter after you ran up in that store?
Right. And then the crazy thing about it is, they running up into these stores, and then you running up into African owned businesses too. And like what is your point for being out here? What is your point?
Facts, because I do know it was a few people that told me somebody that like in a family or something
Hmm.
store or something got ran up into, and I'm like, are they mixed or something? They like, no, they black. I'm like, like, okay, so how is Black Lives Mattering and you running up in, you don't care what color, what race, you don't care
Right.
about the religion, what hood, what nothing. All you care about is you seen that person, them shoes that you want, so you going to get it.
Right. Right. So I want to go ahead and play a couple snippets of your music. So I have the Slytherin Snakes. Could you tell us a little bit about this song?
Slithering snakes came from because I know all of us then had a few friends, a few this, a few that didn't consider themselves what they is to you, but they really just a slithering snake. Somebody trying to slither because either they trying to get what you got, trying to be like you, but they really envy you or really don't like you, or they really just doing it with their own motives. So that's where slithering snakes came at, um, watching all the slithering snakes, and you got to tell them, you got to cut their neck off and tell them rest in peace. Don't even worry about them. You got your own, you got
No, that's
yours.
right. Yeah, I know that's right. So let's get into this real quick. Let's go ahead and hear this. This is Hot Girl, y'all, Slithering Snakes.
Let's get it. Can you still hear me?
Okay, let's stop it right there. Let's stop it right there.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
Oh wait, that's okay.
So look, let me tell you something. First of
Where
all,
where you found that video?
on YouTube. I found that on YouTube.
You found it on YouTube?
Uh-huh. Found it on YouTube. Found it on
How you
YouTube. Found now, is that the original video or is that just like a sample?
That was just a sample. How you find it? What page you found that on YouTube?
Sure. It was, hold on. CNHH Films.
On YouTube?
Yes, ma'am.
SNHH Films?
Hold on, let me be exact.
It's on
Sam.
YouTube
Mm-hmm.
or Instagram.
YouTube. SNHH Films.
Okay.
So first of all, let me just give you this, cause honey, I don't know where you got shot at, but you can't tell you got shot anywhere, okay? Cause you was throwing that little thing, honey. Okay, let's just start there. Second off, I like the song. I do. I really do like the song. I really do.
You
Can you tell me? what was the energy like when for yourself rather when you was creating this track?
You said what was the who?
What was your energy like when you was creating this track? Like what was going through your mind?
The video
No, the
was
actual song.
oh about slithering snakes.
Hmm. Now, did you have like a personal ordeal that made you come out with this track, or?
No, well, no, actually, I don't know if you heard Watch 'em,
I
but
did.
okay, so that's like it's a part of how I be talking. Like you gotta watch them. The slithering snakes, you got the slithering snakes. It's all in the same parameter.
Okay,
So,
so it's like
but
a
basically,
continuation, basically.
a continuation, but at the same time, like um, slithering snakes was what I was dealing with during the same all through the time from watch them on to now.
Okay.
It's like been the same thing. So like it was like after a certain amount of time, I
Hmm.
was like, okay, um, it's still the same. You gotta watch them, but who are you watching? The slithering snakes.
Okay. I like it. I like it. I will say it is refreshing to see a sister out here being just real and with no apology. So I applaud you for that because a lot of times we come, and this is nothing personal against none of the women that are out, right now, but I think that we have been so over sexualized right now, and a lot of the lyrics that are coming out, I understand, we talking about popping pussy and all that other type of shit, but sometimes it's just good to have a woman come out with a message. So I applaud you for that.
Right, that's how I feel. I'll be like, okay, I like to come out with a message. And don't get me wrong, I don't see nothing wrong with the girls that like to talk about popping pussies. You feel me?
Right.
Don't get me wrong, because I be dancing to that shit when they be talking about it. But
Right.
it's just it's just on the fact of my message be just my messages be different. But I
Right.
like to turn up, party, turn up to what I'm hearing. Don't get me wrong either. I can even rap about some freaky stuff too. But it
Hmm.
probably would be more more probably me and who I'm with, not just I'm not the one that's gonna be out there rapping about I need a nigga. If I'm fucking him, he got to be giving me $1 million and
Right.
a house on the hills no. I'm the one that's gonna be rapping about me and him. Me and the one that I'm fucking is the one we out getting ours together, and I'm getting my own because I don't need no nigga for nothing. I makes my own, I gets my own, I works my own, I'll do my own. I don't need no nigga to get nothing for me that I can get on my own.
Okay, look, say it for the people louder in the damn back that didn't hear you, sis, okay?
So
So
that be
look,
more of me. I'm the type I don't like to me my mama raised me that I don't even like a man really to buy me nothing because
mhm,
I don't want him getting mad and thinking that he could take it back. So
okay,
I might as well, if I want it, I want to buy it myself. That way, I know that can't nobody come back and get this or get mad, and then there be some drama behind them giving me something. No,
right,
I don't do it. So I'm not the one that's gonna be rapping about that, but I come more respective with it.
right, more subtle. I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
So, what's your upcoming projects? What's next for Hot Girl?
Um, I'm gonna say I have some projects coming.
Okay.
They're coming. They're coming. This next one that's gonna be coming is I have an EP that's gonna be coming.
Hmm.
I have a lot of music that's ready to be dropped. It's just I just been it's just coming at a timely manner. I don't want to
Right.
drop too much too fast, and I don't want to drop too less too slow.
Right.
So I'm just like at a timely manner with it because I am still just learning. It's a
Right.
lot that I am just learning. I don't know everything. I don't know, it's a whole lot of stuff that I don't know. I basically, to me, I'm an industry virgin.
Mhm.
I'm a newborn.
Right, right, right. So let me ask you this. Since we spoke on your journey, we spoke on where you came from, where you've been, where you're going to. Let me ask you this. Hypothetically speaking, because like you said, tomorrow is not promised. If you was to leave this earth tomorrow, what would you want your legacy to be?
Hmm. What I want my legacy to be is basically, what do you mean? Like, what would I want to be remembered as?
Yes, pretty much.
Um, well, I can tell you, I can tell you, if I left this earth tomorrow, right now, today, I would be remembered as, and in so many words, some people might not even put it in these words, but this is how I know it would really be.
I know that's
That
right.
handicapped girl didn't give up on shit. She kept on driving. She was full of it. She was with it. She did her thing. She was loyal, honest. She did what she had to do. Everything was gravy with her. Like, if I left tomorrow, these would be the words that was highly spoken of me, and I would really take that, because one thing that wouldn't, it's really nothing bad that nobody would literally be saying about me, because I really don't do I'm more of the person that I'm the one that look out for people. Like, I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody eat. So I'm more the person that I look out for people. I not When I say look out for people, I don't mean, oh, you just called me for $1. No, I'm here for you for anything. For $1, a phone call, a friend, a shoulder to cry on. I'm here for everything. You need an outfit to wear? Go look in the closet. You need some food? Go look in the refrigerator. That's me. You need a place to stay? Go jump on the couch. That's me.
That's
I'm
right.
not. That's the type of person that I am, and that's, if I left tomorrow, that's what I will really be remembered as right now.
I know that's right. Well, ma'am, it was a pleasure having you grace our platform this evening, and you got a new fan in me. I'm rooting for you. I root for any brown girl, period. But I like your energy. I like your spirit. I like your music, and I wish the best for you. Hopefully, in the future, when you drop the rest of your projects, you'll want to come back to the platform and have us give some exclusive if whatever you want to do. Is there anyone you want to give any shout outs to or recognition to at this time?
I want to give a shout out to you, because I want to thank you for having me on your platform. And I do want to say, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's listening, all the supporters, all the everybody. I just want everybody to know, keep on doing what you do, keep on winning. I want to give a shout out to everybody, because I feel that we all are worth it.
I know that's right, y'all. And y'all can find where can we find your music at? Like where can we download or buy or support? How can we support Hot Girl?
If you're looking for me on any social media, you can go on Hot Girl 8400. Make sure you spell the girl with a Y, not an I. So that's HOTGYRL 8400. Hot Girl 8400 at yahoo.com. Oh, look, at Yahoo. No, Hot Girl 8400 on all social medias, any social media. But if you're looking for me on YouTube, Hot Girl HOTGYRL. That's how you can find me on YouTube.
Y'all go ahead and subscribe to this sister. She got some hot music out there. Please, please support cause if we don't support our own, who the hell gonna support us? I mean, seriously, who? To be
Yes,
honest with you. So um
fact.
let me give a shout out to you for, coming from your journey and you rose upon it and you gonna go on to do amazing things, sister. You really are. So shout
Thank
out to
you.
you. Um, and you know what, guys, we're gonna go ahead and shut this down for the evening. But before we do, check back in with us tomorrow night. We have part two with Fragile Star. So he coming back, with his old Moesha, NYPD, New York Undercover, all of that. The energy was high on part one, so we got to do a part two. So y'all turn in tomorrow for that. And hot girl, we let me see if we could play a song to take us out on. One second here. Let's play that watch 'em video.
Is this free?
Y'all, we out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Y'all tomorrow night.
You too.
Huh?
No, I was saying you too.
All right, y'all. We out of here. We about to go finish sipping.
Sip time, sip time.